Misha, pick up the phone.
Ah, and there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I have had a lot of client meetings. It's been very full on. We're doing a merger at the moment, so...
Are you aware how tough this doesn't sound?
Thanks for the sympathy.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have, people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too?
Mm-hmm.
Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, a zero.
But don't, apps, help out new users with,
Misha,
likes and...
you're not
You
helping.
know, they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have zero, even with whatever you just said. There's still zero. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got, 80 likes. But, once you filter out, the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and, do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. You can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like anything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers, and good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Hi there. I'm Ryan. Can I sit? Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I work in finance.
Long hours, big paycheck.
Well, the more you put in, the more you get out.
That's why I've got my side hustles. I'm a beautician, but I'm doing an online course in international relations and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token, the digital art thing.
Bingo.
Play money, though, isn't it?
Try to add that to my bank account. Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure, can
What are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
Look, at this point, my priority is focusing on myself and just having a bit of fun.
Do I look like a casual kind of girl to you?
No, but you do have a lot going on, so you might only have time for something casual.
I'd make time for the right person. Plus, if I was looking for casual, I'd look elsewhere.
Is that meant to be a diss?
No one says dis anymore, Ryan.
Right. So, do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one-bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own it. Yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to say that. It's very difficult to get on the property ladder in London.
You earned it. You work hard in an industry that pays well.
Thank you, Randy.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to barn affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands, meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica, see the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina.
That is one hell of a bucket list. They all sound amazing. But what's your next question?
Did you just interrupt me?
Yes. No, I did. But I'm just, like you said, I'm mindful of the time, so I just, instead of going on a list and on and on.
I actually want to go to Iraq soon. It's where my mum raised me.
Cool.
She was my role model. Do you have anyone like that yourself?
Wow, that is a very good question.
Could be from your childhood or even now if there's anyone who inspires you.
I am the person I am because of the relationship I have with my family. I've also surrounded myself with friends who motivate me to grow and would have my best interest at heart.
I mean, yeah, the energy we surround ourselves with is so important. Unlike family, you can choose friends, which shows you have good judgment.
Evidently.
You didn't choose to meet me though. Speed dating's random. It is amazing to hear you look up to your family though. I wish I could have had that growing up.
I'm so sorry to interrupt again. What's the next question?
Okay, it was kind of cute the first time, but that was rude.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So, how did my questions make you feel?
Oh, there's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a good thing, right?
Nice is a boring word that has no real meaning. Tell me the truth.
I genuinely thought it was nice. Right?
Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. Your date is awaiting.
Don't forget any of your stuff when you go.
I didn't bring any. Right, well, thanks. See ya.
Sorry, just fixing my eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
You don't look like a Ryan.
No? Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
It looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown, and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
What brings you speed dating, Azalea?
I am self-employed in a company of one, so the only man I see day to day is my gecko, Anton.
Big up Anton.
I don't like the apps. People are very judgy on there.
Sorry to hear that.
It's okay. Been judged my whole life, so where I can actively remove myself from that environment, I do.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You're definitely an earth sign. You seem quite grounded and stable.
I could be the most volatile person going for all you know.
The fact that you're not outright denying it suggests otherwise.
You are right, but you make earth signs sound so boring. So even though we are practical and determined, we're also highly in tune with our senses. We also never abandon a project or a relationship.
Encouraging. I'm a water sign, so we're most compatible with earth signs.
That's because the water nourishes the earth.
Exactly.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. So my main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then my rising sign is in Sagittarius.
No, it's really awesome. I'm really mindful of the time. So I'd like to get to know each other a bit more instead of astrology.
Okay.
Oh, here's one for you to work out. What do I do for a living?
I'm not claiming to be a psychic.
I know, but just keep it general. Like, what industry do I work in?
I'm so sorry to do this, but you gleam with finance bro vibes.
Well, I understand the preconceptions, but I will do my best to own them. But you are right, I work in finance. I'm very proud of that.
So you should be.
Yeah.
You're still a wanker.
Understood.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So I was wondering.
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just.
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
So, Azalea, I have noticed you have a couple of tattoos.
I do. Want to know about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
Is that a caravan?
Yeah. It's the one I lost my virginity in.
Is that one of the better stories, or is it a bad story?
Better, but it's not first date friendly.
That's your lot, ladies and gents. Time's up. Let's be moving on.
Saved by the Bell. Have a good one.
Yeah, yeah, you too.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Toni, nice to meet ya. Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12, don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
No, what is your football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper. I am a keeper in other ways, though.
I reckon that you are pretty skillful. So I'm gonna say that you're up front.
What, you think I want all the glory? Got a big ego.
No, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
I'm a defender. It's not all about goals and skills I have, you know. Defence is just as important.
You don't really win games with that, though, do you?
Well, you do. If you've got a shit defence, how are you going to win the game?
Yeah, if you say so.
Do you like sports yourself?
It's not my biggest interest.
Well, let me change the question then. Do you like team sports or individual sports?
Is this gonna tell you something deeper about me?
Maybe.
When I said it's not my biggest interest, what I meant to say is I'm not interested at all.
That's totally fine. I mean, obviously it narrows down what we can talk about, but broadening horizons and all that. It's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What are you having pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, right, lad? Tell me. If you want to, of course.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
Yeah, right?
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Okay. Ready?
Set.
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Or I'm irresistible. Class always shines through. You want to say something? I can tell.
Yeah. I want a rematch. Right now, I know I can beat you.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Is that the best use of our time?
Yes, come on.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Christ, you are strong.
Well, I had to tell you and show you twice. You're stubborn, eh?
Yeah, well, great minds and all that.
It wasn't a compliment.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
Good luck in your game tomorrow.
Cheers, Ryan. See ya.
Could I get my drink? Bye, Tony.
See ya.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it, because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No. No fence sitting, one or the other.
Work it's just a necessity. I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5er?
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead. I want a happy family by then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay, so say life has blessed you with one child, boy or girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Oh, sweet. That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date. I definitely want a girl. Yeah, I want a girl. I want to buy the dresses. I want to do the hair. I want to learn how to do it. I've never had any sisters or anything, so I just think it would really change my life. I've seen some friends who've had daughters for the first time, and it really changes them.
Oh, you want to be a girl dad.
I want to be a girl dad.
That's really cute.
Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff. I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Yeah, I actually think that's a load of bollocks. I think when you're starting off on a journey, you could be feeling anything, all sorts of things, or you could be feeling absolutely nothing at all.
I agree. It's a nonsense quote, which I plan to contest with my professor tomorrow.
I don't want to say anything about, your PhD, but you could just come to me if you want any of these answers.
Be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, well, no, you haven't heard my rate yet.
Oh, okay.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
People only care about the end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now, come on, I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
No problem. And I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nuzzelhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Good evening. I'm Derek, evening host.
Hello, Derek. Am I in trouble?
No. But unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this table, she had to leave early. I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how many more I had left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, I have met some great women. They are all very different. So you have given me a really tough call to make.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. Yeah. What a great dilemma to have.
Yeah, oh, I don't really know how they feel about me, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We will.
So, how long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital?
Oh, sorry, I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself. And both are brilliant.
Sorry, no. So,
One time.
sorry, are you assuming that I'm still gonna be single after this?
So what about you? Tell me about your speed dating.
Well, there was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed.
Mm.
And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah?
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about the girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek!
Yeah,
oh my God,
yeah, he's
I
just...
love that!
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very, very suave.
Is there chemistry with Derek?
Chemistry? No. It was just... He was a sound fella, and it was good of him to talk to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't just been sitting there. Yeah, no, but he was a good dude.
Oh.
There was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
No. I mean, I sat down and I started telling her, you know, a bit about myself and job and everything, and it just, I could see she was almost like glazing over when I was telling her. I'm just not for her, I don't think.
Aww.
There was Azalea. Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet?
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting because it wasn't like, aha, now let me tell you about Toni. She's a...
So, what's the next move?
Well, I have one option. So I think I'm gonna send a message.
Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
That is a little bit weird, isn't it?
Pardon?
You're staring at people in public.
I'm not staring or listening in on their conversations. I'm just making up stories to have a bit of fun.
No, sorry. I think I had a bad impression, and I misunderstood. You clearly don't do it like that.
What you described is weird. I'm not gawking or trying to find out their business.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking: emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No, except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company?
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
Definitely a full-on social butterfly. I just love being out all the time.
So, say we were at a party with lots of new people. What's your approach?
Work the room, strike up a few conversations, and see if any friendships develop from there.
I'm the opposite. I like to stick with my clan.
So it kind of sounds like we'd be spending most of the night away from each other then. That is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago. And his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day. And they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like, you know, like a little drunk fella and kind of have to hold on to things. So the race starts, and one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
God, did he? More erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet, I will have a schedule, I will have everything.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
I would immerse myself in stories. Like, if I walk out of the cinema, I've been imagining that I'm the main character.
I'm the opposite. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then. I hate slackness. It's why I was a little bit delighted you were here early.
If I was late, would that have counted against me?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
People operate at different paces.
Yeah, I know. It's not really my problem, though, is it? Like, I'm allowed to hold some certain standards in my head. So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you're an emotional